Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Let's get into this. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is just another sit down with Click and Cliff, and we have a question. How do you deal with frustration? But real quick, hit that like button down below before we get into this, and let's get it helps my channel get out there. Anyway, first off, how do you deal with frustration? Hmm, that's a tough one. Let's get in there first and get the definition off the internet because it's on the internet. It must be correct, right? Right. Frustration is a noun, the feeling of being upset or annoyed, especially because of an ability to change or achieve something. Have you ever do that? Do we get that in Lego? I mean, I've heard a lot of people say, content creators can say content block, creators block, where they're mocking something out and they get frustrated and they have to take a break, right? Well, I mean, so do y'all get that out there? Because I know I do, especially on this layout. I'm like, man, I just don't know what to do next. So I get frustrated and I have to do something else. But here is some ways where you can cope with frustration. Think before you speak. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to say something you'll later regret. Especially if you're frustrated with somebody, I guess that'll work. Once you're calm, express your concerns. Hmm. Get some exercise. Yeah, I do need exercise. Maybe that's why I'm just whole body full of frustration. That's why I'm this big. Take a time out. That's a good one. Identify possible solutions. Don't hold a grudge and use humor to release tension. Hmm. Well, that's a way of doing it. I think I would use the humor. I don't hold grudges. I try to identify possible solutions. I do take a time out. When you get frustrated, it's better just to step away and kind of take a break from it. Revisit that later on. Maybe your mind just needs time to relax. Maybe. Now here's some more questions. Why do I get frustrated? Do you get frustrated easy? I do. But why do I get frustrated so easy? If you have anxiety, that doesn't help it. As impatience increase, so can frustration. So I guess anxiety and frustration kind of work hand in hand. What are three types of frustrations? Personal frustration, conflicting frustration, pressure frustrations, and environmental frustrations. Well, like we're getting deep. Personal frustration, I guess I can see that. But yeah, that's just some few examples there. I don't know. I get frustrated at some things. I get frustrated when I'm building something I don't get right. I got to take it all apart, especially Technic. Technic sucks and you get frustrated where you want to throw it against a wall, which I have done. I wouldn't suggest it is not good, but I have through Technic before because I made a mistake and then it didn't affect it until later on in the building when I had to take it all apart just to fix that one thing, which sucked big time. So yeah, I got frustrated. I get frustrated at when my computer don't work or when I'm streaming and I lose internet. There's quite a few things that pops up that frustrates me. You know, but the best thing to do when you're frustrated to the point where you can't concentrate, take time out. Go take a break. Go get you something to drink. Take a nap. Walk away from it. And come back later and revisit it. What I do, I try to take a break. Sometimes it works. A lot of times it does. Because when I get back to it, it seems like it's a total different bill. It's like, okay, this is easy. Why was I having a problem with it before? I don't know. So my question is, how do you deal with it? How do you guys deal with the frustration? Y'all take breaks? Do y'all go take a nap? Y'all go, or you just push on through it, or what? Like I said earlier in this video, I heard a lot of people have creative blocks or whatever, and they get frustrated over that because they can't get to get what they're wanting out of or can't think of what to do, whatever. My problem is I'll get an image in my head like how I want it to be, and trying to get it from out of my head into the brick. Because every time I do that, I think this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be the best mock I've ever done. When I did it, it's like that's not how I pictured it, and that happened to me more than once. I'm like, this is exactly what I don't mock very much, because in my head it's gonna look awesome, but then when it comes down to the brick, I'm like, that took a turn to the side. But it's a learning experience. Everybody learns from it. I think I did a couple of mocks that was pretty good. My crab boat and a few other things, but it's not what I mean. I want to get to where I can actually be a mock builder rather than a set builder, and a mixture of both is what I really want to do. But I get frustrated when I get that coming out the way I want it, and I get frustrated, and I say forget it, and I part it back out, put it back in my parts, and I don't go back and revisit it. I need to. I got a list where what I want to build, and I need to get back to that. And I'm starting to slowly. But yeah, it's just a simple question this morning. How do you deal with frustration? I usually take a time out, break. Like I said, usually when I do that and I come back, it's like I never had that problem in the first place. I was like, what the heck is going on? Why didn't that happen earlier? But anyway, it helps me. Whatever helps you could be totally different. You may have to write down solutions, or you may have to sit there and think about it, or whatever the case may be. Whatever helps you, but share them in the comments down below. Let me know what helps you through that process. And it don't even have to be Lego. It could be your normal job. I mean, like when you're working, you know, wherever you work, how do you deal with the frustration of the job? Sometimes your job don't allow you to take a break. I know my job, when I was a firefighter, I couldn't just stop, take a break. When it frustrated me, I had to push through, use common sense, and do it. But there's other part of that job where I could take a break. Paperwork, reports, dealing with people. Sometimes you got to take a break from them, especially employees, co-workers. They may get on your nerves. Who knows? But my suggestion is, if you can take a break, walk away. If you can, do it. Or sit there and just take 20 seconds. Just take a deep breath, calm yourself down, think things through, and everything should be all right. But I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm no doctor. Everybody's different. Everybody deals with stuff differently, and they have to cope with it differently, and they have to do their own thing to make them. They know how to do it. And I'm just asking if y'all will write down, leave in the comments what suggestions you could maybe help other people. Maybe they're having a hard time dealing with it, and their way's not working. Maybe they can look in the comments and say, "Hey, I'm gonna try that next time. Maybe that will work for me." But anyway, guys, this will be it of Just a Sit Down. I hope you enjoyed this Just a Sit Down. Please like this video. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. How do y'all deal with frustration? And if you haven't subscribed to Click and Cliff, please do so. And remember, y'all, clicking ain't easy, but it's fun. Until next time.